Hello, beautiful people, ladies and gentlemen, listeners and viewers. This is episode 37 of Controllers Katanas. I am Martin, aka Marty O'Cool, here with Ian, aka Relic. He's the legend, though. He's a legend. So I'm going to pass you over to Ian straight away because he's got some news for you to kick us off.
I've got a couple of exciting bits to talk about. So today, as of recording this, we had what we call the fuddle at work. So we all pay a little bit of money in. Loads of food, mate. Loads of food. Pizza. Big Costco pizzas, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. KFC, mate. Onion barges. Sausage rolls. Crisps. Literally like a decent spread. And I'm still recovering from that. And I ate 7 hours ago, man. And I am full to the brim. I don't know if I'll eat tomorrow. I genuinely don't know if I'll be able to eat tomorrow.
So what he's trying to say to you is he gets 7 people's worth of food in one meal.
All I'm saying is it cost me £6, mate, and I'm minimum getting £6 worth of food. That's all I'm saying, mate.
That's it, mate. You got to have your fill, haven't you? You
got
to live
yeah.
King.
I'm struggling to breathe, mate. I'm like you on the last podcast, mate. But yes, I've got a bit of news. A couple of bits that got me excited this week. We've got the Invincible Season 3 trailer drop this week. It's 2 minutes, 22 seconds of pure hype. They've made it look very good. I'm really looking forward to that dropping. It's coming out 6th of February, so it's not that long at all. So if you've not watched Invincible yet, now's your time to jump on that because it is very, very good. 28 years later, third movie from 28 days later, 28 weeks later, trailer dropped. Phenomenal trailer. They've done the trailer exactly how a trailer should be done. They've not just jammed in the 6 good things that happen in the movie. They've made you wanting more. So you've watched the trailer and you think, I have to go to the cinema to watch this. But feeling robbed, mate. Martin, I am feeling robbed. Where's 28 months later, mate? Where is 28 months later? We've been robbed of a movie. We've skipped the months, pal. What's happening?
There's a thing online, isn't there? Like Cillian Murphy or Killian Murphy, wherever it is in the trailer.
Killian. Brown bread.
Mate, 28 years later, man, done very well for his look, has he? He looks like
he needs a fuddle.
Mate.
He needs a fuddle, mate. That's what he needs. He needs to get himself to his local work fuddle, pal. That's what he's wanting. He needs some Costco pizza and some KFC down him. Now, everyone knows me and Martin spoke about The Penguin. Phenomenal series. Now, great news. Colin Farrell and Kristen Milotti, I think her name's pronounced, have both rightfully been nominated for a Golden Globe Award. If they do not win, we need all the viewers, all the listeners, riot. That's all I'm saying. Riots everywhere, mate, if they do not win a Golden Globe. Because their performance of every TV show I've seen in the last probably 5 years, to be fair, their acting's got to be some of the best, including movies, mate, to be honest with you. Like, some of the movies I've been watching, the acting's not that good in it. So, they certainly do deserve to win an award for this show. And obviously, Martin will advocate for this as well, because obviously the show's phenomenal. Most of my friends I've been talking to, they think the show's phenomenal. So, hopefully they do get a win. But, being nominated is obviously a step in the right direction. So, well deserved.
When we say writing, we're going to write on podcast right here.
Oh, yeah. I'll be live streaming it, mate.
There'll be stuff flying around, bog roll flying around, clothes, chairs. But the bit of news I got this week is film news. First one is Meet the Parents 4 is being filmed, which is a great series of films. Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller will be returning for that. And hopefully Owen Wilson, because he's in the other films, isn't he?
Wow.
But also, there's a new trailer dropped this week. A Disney film called Snow White. And I've got a bit of an issue with this because the story goes with Snow White that she's the fairest in the land and the evil witch is jealous of her beauty. But when you have the evil witch as Gal Gadot, there's no Snow White fairest in the land, mate. It's Gal Gadot all day, mate. You're going to pick her over the Snow White. Snow White's all right looking. I mean, her actress is a bit of a Bit of a weirdo, but yeah, Gal Gadot all day, mate. Gal Gadot all day.
Wonder Woman, yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah. Wonder Woman, get out, Snow White.
Get out, mate.
But yeah, I was literally like, who cast this? I mean, Gal Gadot's a great actress. And that's probably what I got her in for, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she shouldn't be jealous over the looks of Snow White in that film. Rant over. Now, we will go into the soundboard of this week.
Geek Soundboard. It is the season to be jolly, guys. So just think Christmas. And I'm playing the first one now. 3, 2, 1.
Where's your Christmas spirit?
There you go. Where is your Christmas spirit?
So like we do every week, we play 3 soundboard sections, sound bits, and you must guess it at the end or during the podcast. Put in the comments at the bottom what your experiences is or what your guess is. And like we do every week, it's dead easy to guess. We make it easy for you because we love you guys and we want to.
Yeah, and this is as well one of the best ones. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it in about an hour and 35 minutes, mate. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, so what do you want to hit first? Do you want to hit some TV series or do you want to hit some
Let's
anime?
get Blue Lock out of the way. Yes. Shido is in. And we've been looking forward to see him a bit more because he's a loose cannon, absolute psycho and nutter.
Great villain, mate. Great villain.
However, mate, I'm getting bored of talking about this. I don't know everyone else is getting bored of me talking about this. But I just can't get over how heavy they go on the CGI in this show. It just annoys me. Like, the scenes where they're viewing the legs look crap. The scene from above always looks crap. Like, I don't know what happened, man. Like, we're 10 episodes in. I mean, at first we thought this guy was animating it all on his own or whatever he was doing. Felt sorry for him, but it's only slightly improved. Like from the first season, it's just completely different. Like it stresses me out sometimes so much. But like, there's some great scenes, and I love the story, and I love the characters. So obviously, I still watch it. But it hurts my heart a little bit every time I see this really awful.
Like a stab in the heart.
Yeah, every time I see this really awful like leg CGI, it just it pisses me off. I'm not even gonna lie.
By the way, Ian ain't got a foot fetish or leg fetish or just appreciates a good animation.
I just want a good animation, mate. I just want a classic 2D animation, anime Japanese style, mate. That's all we ask for. That's what we love. That's why we love it. We love the art. We love everything around it. CGI is just doesn't belong in this world a lot of times. Yeah, like if it's not done right anyway, obviously Demon Slayer do that a little bit sometimes and they do it very, very well. Blue Lock just don't seem to do it right, that's all. But
yeah, so Shido's now entered the field from last week. Size obviously wants the team to get Shido on. And now Shido's on, he's a wild card, isn't he? Even his own teammates don't know what's cracking off. The crowd's confused by his play style. Like, who is this guy? But what I liked about this episode is we had some of the characters we know and love, like Nico and Rio. We see more of their abilities, and they like have a bigger part to play now in this match as we go through the episode. But I love the bit with Nico because obviously he's there. He's there to cut out Shido, isn't he? His unique ability of Shido's ability of scoring anywhere in the box. This kind of puts pressure on Nico, and it's like because he can see all that plays before they happen and stuff. So he's there ready for him and smashes him, doesn't he? Smashes him with a crunching tackle.
Cheeky defense, mate. Cheeky defense.
It's like the only way I'm gonna stop this guy. Because Shido starts playing really well with Sendo, who's the striker. And they kind of have a partnership, like a Rin and Izagi partnership on the opposition team. But yeah, Nico's like, not having this, mate. Does like a flying tackle and like crunches his foot in the same time, but gets like a literally decks Shido, gets a yellow card for it, didn't he?
Oh, he murks off at all 5 toes, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can hear the crunch.
His toes are done for, bro.
He still plays on though, doesn't he? He's like, nah, mate. Who needs toes?
Oh, yeah. And then you get this moment as well where Shido's about to like go a bit mental and start smashing his face in.
Yeah.
But he's clearly undersized from, so I was like, nah, mate. Pack it up, come on.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, you idiot, mate?
Yeah, you're an idiot, mate. You want your career to be over before it's even begun. But Nico as well, what I liked about this is that he's obviously always been a striker all his life, but he's learned in this new role and his abilities, he's obviously figured out that his abilities do really fit that defending role, and he's actually enjoying playing that role, isn't he? Like, he loves being a defender. Buzzing about it, mate.
And he mentions it to Izzy, and he goes, it's like, you've kind of encouraged me to take on this role, take this change. And now he has this role, it excites him because, like you say, he wants to destroy a striker. Now he's in defence, like, yeah, I'm going to take someone down here. And obviously Shido's the man in his, that he's going to target at the moment, so.
Smash him in, mate.
But yeah. Yeah, I mean, like Nico before, it was like a guy with a moped, wasn't it? But now he's come into his own. He's showing what he can do. And I do appreciate him a bit more, even though his foot's done, mate. His toes are done. It looks like a club foot, like penguin now, mate. Because he just
bad one, mate.
Smash Shido.
Bad one, mate. I'll tell you what about toes, mate. I've got this genetic thing, right? My mum's got it as well. So my big toe's not my longest one. My toe next to it's like a bit longer. My second toe's a bit longer than my big toe. It's a curse, mate. It's an absolute curse, pal. It's called like Greek. It's called like Greek foot or something. There's like a term for it. My mum's got it as well. Because you know when you stub your toes, mate, it's always that one. It's always the one next to the big one.
Oh man!
And when me and Nat went to New York, this is like 10 years ago. We're obviously still living at my parents' house, and Nat lived with us as well. And we got back from New York, mate. I left the suitcase on landing, didn't I? My mum kicked the suitcase, broke her long toe, mate, the one next to her fucking big toe. Murked her off, mate, because I left suitcase on the landing. I bet she knows what Nico's feeling right now, mate.
She's like, who did that? You're like...
She's like, you've left the suitcase on the landing, I've broke my toe. Dead funny, mate. Dead funny. Your mum off, yeah. Saying chats like I'm alone, bro.
But yeah, so obviously, I think it's got the yellow card. Nico and Shido is on the free kick, isn't he? And I love the crowd like, what's he doing? This is size moment. This is size of free kick taker. Anyway, Shido gets on the ball, and then size like, I'll take this, and you like make a move, and you better make it good, like kind of thing. And they do make an incredible move.
Oh,
it's a very big move, a nasty move as well. So Shido runs one direction. Chiggity sees it and is like, right, I'm going to take this ball out. Sack does like a long ball to him, but the speed of the long ball is ridiculous, and Chiggity can't get to it, even at top speed. So anyway, Shido jumps, does this like beautiful volley thing. It goes top corner, and it? I was like, whoo.
So
yeah, Izzy's like, what? How did that happen then? And then it's when the crowd starts roaring, and then Shido's just standing there, like, taking it all in, mate, soaking all the glory, and is like, yeah, this is me.
Like a god, mate, like a god, isn't he? But Blue Lock's in tatters, mate. Chigiri's got cramp. Nico's got no toes. They need, I put down, they need subs ASAP, mate. Like, it's the only way they can get around this.
Yeah, I was surprised at the subs they brought on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was gutted for Chiggity because like he has this bit where he goes off, and it's really upset with himself because he thinks he's done crap, and he can't go on because he's got cramp. He's literally ran himself into the ground.
Yeah, I actually really liked that happened though. Like it made it seem more realistic because like even Ego says to him like, oh like. Basically giving him shit for being unfit because obviously Chigiri took so much time off, didn't he, because of his injury, and he hadn't kept up with his training, and it shows you obviously there's a consequence for obviously doing such, like not keeping up with your training, doing all that. So it did bring that sort of element of realism to his character. So it's like, oh yeah, as much as you hate it, and he was getting loads of love from the crowd though, wasn't he? Like the crowd loved him.
Yeah, and like the bit where you see his like family like really like cheering him on, being proud of him and stuff like that. That was really good. I was like, and obviously the crowd know who he is as well. Like Japan knows who Chickadee is now.
Yeah, his name's out there now, isn't it?
And Nico as well. So Rio comes on to play in Nico's position, doesn't he?
Yeah.
As a sub, and Yo.
Yeah, Yo Hiyori.
Yo, he comes on to play Chickadee on the right wing. Well, yeah, that was a bit emotional, that Chickadee going off, mate.
Yeah,
he was so good to himself.
Sick.
He played well, though. He played well. Right then. Rio. In this episode, like, originally Rio was, you know, what character?
He's just a crybaby little gay boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a crybaby, but this episode, he went for me. Because of what happened, but I'll let you, let you tell him. But anyway,
go on, you talk about it. You talk about it.
No, I was just going to say, like, Rio and Nagy are back together.
Yeah,
really good moment. Like, Rio's like, you're going to score another goal already. Like, I know you've got the ability to do it and you're capable of doing it. So do it. And then, like, Nagy's like, yeah, I can do that. And
he's like, he's actually trying to support his mate rather than being upset that his mate's not kissed him. Do you know what I mean? Like...
yeah, it's good to see him back together, like, getting on again. And Rio's sick now, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think these next few episodes now as well, we're gonna see a lot from him. I think. I hope anyway.
But we see more of him at the end of the episode. But before that, Yo is on, and we've seen him before, but we didn't really know a lot about him. But now we find out he is the Lord of the Pass. And, I love his little animation where, like, he has this like icicle come from his body. Basically, he's literally slowing down time, and he's got the vision to make these killer passes. And he's got like a deadly left foot on he. So and he comes against that Buddha guy, your favorite character.
Oh, okay. Squidward, mate.
And obviously, like, the Buddha guy's got like a player to like try and learn the moves, and because he's obviously Yo's totally different from Chickadee. Chickadee's a runner down the wing, mate. Yo's get the ball, control it, pass it, run on. So yeah,
just proper like accuracy, and he's proper pinpoint pass character, isn't he?
He pins once in Nagy, doesn't he?
Sick as well.
Nagy's got the Doberman on him, like literally nearly inside him. Basically, he's literally right on him. So then Nagy does this like cute little pass into the middle. Izzy runs onto it like, this is my chance. Runs on, goes to boot it, and IQ's there,
mate, that tackle he got on Isagi proper made me laugh because his leg was in such a weird angle, like it's so unnatural, like he just glued his leg on a different way.
IQ's like, right, I'm here to put a leash on you, kind of thing.
What made me laugh about this episode, mate? Why does everyone think they're Michael Jordan doing a slam dunk? Because everyone's like that. Got the tongues out in this episode, mate. Like Michael Jordan always used to have his tongue out when he dunked and stuff.
Then we have a flashback. So the counter attack's back on now. So IQ's literally cleared the ball. It's gone to under 20s. The counter attack is on, but before they have a little flashback to a Rio on the bench, and he goes like, "Listen, mate, I'm gonna bring you on. I'm gonna put you on to stop Shido. That's your mission, mate.
Literally, your only job is
to do him." Yeah. And then, so Rio's not been sitting idly on the bench, mate. He's been watching. He's been watching all the players, styles of play, abilities, and then Shido makes his move, and then Rio has this. He has a sneak animation, doesn't he, from Aiko? He has that. He has that. So literally, his new ability is chameleon defense. So he copies other players' abilities and uses it against the players coming against him. And this new ability, mate, it's got Shido wrapped up on it. Wrapped up, done him, mate. Stopped him in his tracks.
Filled him in.
I know Alaraiku's like, pretty sure I've seen that move before.
Wait, what's that me? Am I on the wrong team now? What's going on?
Why is they cloning me over there?
It's against the law, man.
But yeah, now Rio's got this new ability of a chameleon. So what other abilities is he going to pull out? Is he going to copy off Psy?
It's interesting, mate.
I'm intrigued to see what happens now.
It's very interesting because I've seen a few people online. There's a guy I see on TikTok come up and that, and he loves Rio, mate. He absolutely loves him. It's his favourite character. But obviously he's read all the manga and stuff. So it makes me wonder. So I'm watching first season thinking, nah, he's a crap character, mate. He's just Mardy, moody. And then obviously we've seen a little bit, I think, of what other people like him for, if that makes sense. I'm thinking, do you know what? Maybe there's something to this guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, keep an eye on him.
When I was watching this episode, I thought the same. Like, I thought I was just Mardy little git me. He's like in the shadow of like Nagi. But now he's got this new ability, this chameleon ability. I'm like, yeah, this guy could do some damage, mate.
Yeah, he could be good.
Because he's been there. He's been watching people, mate. He's been watching the other players. Like, all right, that's what you do, is it? I'll take that. And so we'll see what other ability comes out with in the next episode. And we've got 4 more episodes, haven't we?
I think we've only got 4 left. Yeah.
Yeah, I am enjoying it. Like I say, the animation sometimes is a bit dodgy and stuff, but the characters and the new things that keep coming out.
Yeah, the thing is, right, realistically, if I didn't care for the characters or the story, I genuinely would have just stopped watching it this season. But I really do care for the characters, and I do like the story, and the dialogue's always great as well when you get them sort of episodes where they're like in the locker room or obviously out and about and training or whatever they're doing. And I do enjoy it.
Did you watch after the credits?
I didn't, mate. No, there's always something dead stupid happening, isn't there?
Well, I like quick. I clicked on after the credits or whatever, and there's a little additional time thing, isn't there?
Yeah, extra time, whatever it's called.
And it's Izzy's mum and dad talking to Bachira's mum, and they were like trying to understand what offside is and stuff like. I don't really know about football, just like there to like support their kids and stuff. And then we find out that Izzy's a bit of a crybaby when he's younger, and there's literally a bit where it's like he's sitting in the park on his own, just like, because he's got no friends as well, apparently, like Bachira. He's got no friends, and he's literally sitting in the park, and he's like imagining rain coming down there, like in the park, like scared. It's like, what on earth? I didn't watch too much after that, but I was like, what on earth? What's cracking off here? But I thought it was pretty good. Like, there's a bonding moment again, like the parents of the two players. So yeah,
proper embarrassing him, mate.
But yeah, it was, they get like a hot dog and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool at half time. So. Thought I'd mention that. They did like the little bonding moment like we had in the other episode.
Yeah, to be fair, it's always I should watch them really. Them extra time thing. It's just sometimes it's something dead random that makes no sense, innit?
Yeah, some of it's dumb most of the time, but there is. I only happened to just like click on that by accident, but yeah, it seemed alright. So I was like, yeah, I'll watch a bit of that. Pretty decent. Right, I've got another story for you this week. I know you enjoyed me nearly dying last week. So the story is, did I ever tell you the time where I got accused of being a pervert?
Was this at work or out of work, mate?
Well, this is a long time ago. So basically, it was like junior infant school. Yeah. My mate comes up to me and goes, I'm not saying their names, but this girl's crying. Her eyes out. I was like, why? He goes, apparently, you yesterday went in the girls' toilets. I was like looking over the cubicles. I was like, what? And like, loads of people come up to me like, why was you doing that yesterday? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, wait a minute, I wasn't even here. I wasn't even at school yesterday. I was coming home from like Spain or something. So I got accused by some guy was framing me, wasn't he, basically?
Someone's filling you, mate. That's Martin now. That's Martin, bro.
But yeah, that was it, mate. I just got accused of being a pervert. I was like, I felt so like hurt by it. I was like, what? How dare they?
Devastated. How dare you?
And I spent the rest of the day like, trying to clear my name. I was like, mate, I wasn't even here. And I even said to my mate, I was like, mate, you knew I wasn't here yesterday. So why don't you say to me? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot.
I weren't even there, man.
I'd have a job, mate. I'd have a job looking at the girls' toilets, mate. I was coming back on a plane, mate. Yeah, that was the story for this week, and I'll have another one for you next week.
I can't share too many stories from when I was at school, mate. We get cancelled, innit?
Well, You might as well try it and see if we do get cancelled.
See what happens, right? See what happens. I'll drum one up. I'll drum a special one up next week.
Yeah. But so, do you want to go to Dandenong?
Yeah, man.
So for this one, I haven't got many notes.
I've got a few bits. My first note is the school nurse is a baddie. She's a
baddie or a dominatrix?
Like,
All right.
She's definitely a dominatrix, mate. That caretaker, so they're all being filled in by school nurse. Like, you being bullied? Are you being bullied? They're like, no, we're not being bullied. It's like they're not going to say like aliens just trying to like take my knob away from me, are they? But that caretaker, mate, he's gone in there on purpose, knowing that he's going to get a whipping by her, and he's freaky little git that caretaker is.
Yeah, a bold old dude, isn't it? It's like,
I respected him, I did. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's like,
I love
dirty
how
little old man.
I love how Momo, Okurin, and Ira are all like they're like all embarrassed, like the whole school saw me naked, the reputation's been ruined, all like crying their eyes out, and they're like upset and stuff. I thought that was really funny.
I thought it was Okurin as well. He's going like heavy on theories, isn't he? In this one, he thinks aliens obviously got his nut, doesn't he? But I actually love Momo's mates in this. You know, they obviously think they had like a nude gladiator combat fight over Okurin, didn't they? It's only one thing it could be. You've had a nude gladiator combat fight. It's like, what? No.
Yeah,
I've not done such a thing.
So the headmistress gets called out, and they have this little discussion, don't they? The three of the team have this discussion, and so they believe that the aliens are attacking them, people who have got yokai powers, or ghost powers, or spirit powers, because they believe that yokai are protecting the world from alien invasion. So if the aliens get the powers off the humans with yokai powers, they can use it for research and then find a way to invade Earth. And that's when Okurin's like, they've got one of my nuts, haven't they? They got one.
Got my nut,
kicking off.
Yeah, the theory is like they think that basically they cannot fight or see yokais, can they? The aliens can't or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's a bit where like, the love triangle continues, like you say, with the stories and stuff, and the accusations. And there is a bit where Air defends Momo from her friends in the class, or like, oh, hey, you forced her, she took your clothes off, or whatever, she threatened you and stuff. It's like, no, and they're like calling her a whore and stuff, aren't they? And I was like, no, it wasn't. That's nothing like that.
She admits as well, doesn't she? Like, to spreading the rumours about her being like a whore. Because obviously Iris just spread all of the rumours. But I think them pair are about to be busy mates, I do, mate.
Yeah, it's going to happen, isn't it?
It's coming, innit? It's coming.
It's funny when Aira's like sitting back to each other, aren't they? Like, Aira's like, oh, you didn't say anything, did you? She's like, no, I've said something. Like, they're going to be best mates, but at the moment they like find it hard to find a way to like connect, aren't they? Yeah.
Just nemesis at the moment, aren't they? But that Kaputop / Hitmonchan fusion is back, isn't he? He's back. He's sparked clean out. They're taking him to Psycho to prove that aliens exist. But she's dead funny, mate. But one of the things that made me laugh, they've given him like Bruce Lee yellow and black trousers.
And they welcome him with a traditional curry. Aliens come to Earth, mate. You give him a curry, didn't you?
You give him some decent snap, don't you? It's got to be a cheeky little katsu, that, hasn't it, mate? Yeah, cheeky little katsu chicken curry. But he's basically scoffing all the food. So this scene made me laugh because you got Momo's nan, Psycho. She's battering the alien. Turbo Granny in cat form's battering Okurin, and Ira and Momo are just arguing. Like, just none of them can just be trusted at all.
Yeah, it's like never a nice meal in that household. It's just
I think it's dead funny though, because Okurin's literally done nothing. Turbo Granny's just battering him for no reason.
Yeah, so Kabutops is stunned by the kindness, and kind of breaks down in tears. Eats all the food and obviously continues to eat. That's when he gets drop kicked by.
Gets filled in by Psycho.
It's like a sushi spread's laid out. And
some decent food, isn't it? It's their fuddle, isn't it?
Yeah, and then Momo's grandma's like, "What are you doing, mate? I want some sushi." Drop kick. It's funny though.
Battered, mate.
It's a decent drop kick as well, mate. It was WWE style. That was me.
Oh, he's proper good, mate. Also, one of the other things that made me laugh as well is you get to this next scene and they've given the alien pink pajamas. He's got like full on pink PJs and that, hasn't he?
I love like that. Like, always wrapped him like bandages, didn't he?
Yeah, his like legs and stuff wrapped up. But essentially, he's like, you get a bit of backstory about him. To be fair, like it's funny, but it's almost like he's got quite a tragic backstory. Like his own planet's like in absolute like disrepair.
Yeah.
He's trying to just get money to save his family, and his blood. It turns out his blood is literally just milk. So Psycho's figured out all he needs to save his kids is just a cow, to just milk the cow. And obviously you get that scene, don't you? She's like, "Oh yeah, I know a farmer. He could probably get us a cow." You get that classic scene, don't you? Where it's like a UFO, like abducting a cow.
Cow's looking around that.
Cow's but it just that made me laugh because they've just drew like a classic traditional style UFO.
Yeah,
you always think of that little scene there where there's a beam with a cow in the middle of it just going on. Oh, so, it's funny, man.
Yeah, so Kabutops' his son's ill.
Yeah, he's like dead ill, isn't he?
And they need blood or whatever, which is the milk. That's why he's took
basically just needs like blood transfusions, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And it's just cow's milk.
And it's like, whenever you need me, call on me. So I think he'll be back. But I love the bit after that. Okuron, Momo, and Air are all like
begging
on the
for
floor.
uniforms.
Yeah, full on like begging, like
literally like bow down like that. Give us uniforms.
Please buy new uniforms.
The thing that made me laugh though, she's agreed to buy Ira and Okuron one, but she's made Momo do an impersonation of like that Hiroshi Ave. He's like I googled him. He's literally like a real life Japanese actor. Like.
And then we have a new character joining us, don't we?
Yeah.
Gigi approaches. Is it Gigi or JJ? Gigi, isn't it? He approaches. Apparently, this is Momo's best friend and first crush from back in the day.
Yeah, / first crush.
Yeah, so we have like Okuron's face, like competition's on, mate. You know, you need to get.
It makes you laugh because like
knuckle down, mate. Get Momo, mate.
He's talking to Momo like that, and every so often he just goes. Just like pokes his head around and looks back at him.
Yeah, so he needs to bring it home, doesn't he?
Yeah,
so needs to bring it home before Gigi gets in there.
Got introduced obviously to this new dude, meaning we've got another bloke in the mix now. So we've got the total of 2 penises and 3 testicles in the mix. Come on.
Well, that's his penis. His balls have been taken as well.
Could you imagine?
But it comes, my balls are gone. The first thing he said. Help.
But yeah, again, another enjoyable episode. It's just this show's just dead random, innit? It's just funny. Like, it's really funny. And I'm enjoying it, but I'm pretty sure we've only got like 2 episodes left this season, you know. However, I think they have already announced season 2 is coming out next year, so.
Oh, that's pretty quick for an anime.
Yeah, you'd expect it like 2030 or something, wouldn't you?
Comes out when our funeral's happening.
Just in hospital like that. I'm not going to pass away until I've watched season 2 and done.
But yeah,
according to an unconfirmed leak, work started on the show's 2nd season with a potential release window sometime in summer 2025. So they've already started 2nd season.
Yeah, like I say, it is a dead random show. Like, when you watch it, you think you're on drugs, mate.
It's just good, mate. And like, I'm not being funny. Right, me and Martin are going to a work Christmas do on Saturday, so we're going to be like a little bit, you know, tipsy. Although, me and Martin went to a work leaving do once. For our friend Alex, who was on the podcast.
Alex, yeah.
And it was me, Martin, Josh, who he hopefully will be a guest on the podcast at some point. Alex and one of our other mates, Alan. And me and Martin had 16,
17, mate.
16, 17, like Southern Comforts and lemonade. That's not including like the pints of beer we had and the rums we had and the Jack Daniels we had.
It's good now, wasn't it?
I was obliterated, and I tell you one thing, you controller and Katanas watchers, viewers, listeners, you are not seeing the Ring doorbell footage of me outside my house on that night, mate. You will never see that. That footage will never come to the light of day, mate.
So you're not putting a short up then, no?
I am gone. I am fully obliterated, mate. So, we're going out this Saturday. I am banned from the Southies and the lemonades, bro. Although I might have one. I told Perry I'd have one with him.
First drink, mate.
First drink's got to be that. It's got to be a Southie, hasn't it? Double Southie and lemonade.
See, when I go out, I always start off on beer. And then I get really bored of beer, like it gets really gassy, and then I go on spirits.
Hate it. To be fair, I don't know why I drank beer last time I went out. It's just boring.
My favourite drink's Desperado, isn't it?
Just gotta get straight to the good stuff, mate.
Yeah, I mean Desperado's got tequila in it, so yeah, it's good stuff, mate. But yeah,
I was dead the next day. Like genuinely, I had the worst hangover I've ever had. I think Nat sent a picture to Alan of me just in bed with a water like that. Like sipping water like this in bed. I couldn't even open my eyes, bro. I was dead.
You're on like the dripping hospital, like.
Yeah, like a proper full-on IV drip like that.
Yeah, it was messy, wasn't it?
Because
it
the
was
thing
good
is,
night.
I was literally 60. I was probably 20 drinks deep at that point, and it was in Derby, the city where we're from, and I sprinted from the bar all the way to the bus stop to get the bus back, and I genuinely have no idea how I made it. Like, honestly, no idea how I made it. I didn't stop, mate. I was like that. I like Okarun, mate, in fucking Turbo Granny form, pal.
It's like you're awakening, wasn't it?
That was it, mate. I've just been taken over by yokai's just done me in, mate. That. Couldn't catch me, pal.
This guy.
Mate, the thing is though, like in my head I was running dead fast, but I don't know how long it took me to get to the bus stop. In reality, people are looking at it, I bet I'll just go like this all the way to the bus stop. I was like, what's he doing? And it's just me like this. I'm running to the bus, mate.
Get out of the way. Bodging into him. Get out of the way.
Oh, made it was good.
You made it home safely, didn't you?
Yeah, safe as that. Always, mate. Always.
I went home after that, but I brought a kebab. I think I told you about this.
Dashed it in someone's edge, didn't you?
And when you've had a few to drink, kebabs taste awesome. And then, well, when I got home, before I got the taxi and got out, and I realised how crap the kebab was. I was like, it tastes awful. So I just threw it in some random person's hedge. I didn't even know whose hedge it belonged to. I just fucking threw it. So he must have woke up the next day like, what is this? Chicken tikka and doner meat everywhere with like a bit of salad. But I was so out of it.
Proper classic boss man kebab, mate. Legendary.
I remember eating. I was like, "This tastes actually awful." I'm getting rid of this. For it, mate.
Slowly sobering up on the way. I'm like, "This is grim."
I was literally like fuming. I was like, "Horrible, mate." Yeah,
Oh.
Good night. And this Saturday will be. But I don't know what's gonna happen. But
stay tuned, innit? Stay tuned. We'll get some stories up on the old Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Innit? Why not? Also,
yeah, we'll do.
the reason I brought that up is I wonder if there's a DJ there that takes requests, mate.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some hits on it.
Wait, you're gonna see me walking out like that.
What about
I'm gonna have to
what about rumbling from
rambling. Or what is it? Mayday? Is it Mayday from
Mayday,
Fire Force, mate?
Yeah.
We'll just get the Japanese bangers on, bro.
There is I did see I think on Facebook, Japanese. It's like an anime like
A rave.
DJ rave kind of.
Yeah, I've seen some. They look sick, don't they?
And something like the classic like Naruto and all that. Like, come on, everyone's like,
Then this like beat drops, doesn't it? Yeah, they are sick, mate.
Some hits, mate.
We'll have to try and find one round here. I bet I can get some people together, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, we do that, mate. That'd be good.
Oh, mate.
Speaking of
Mayday,
Fire Force,
I was going to say, speaking of Mayday Fire Force, shall we get onto it, mate? 3 episodes. We're this close from finishing season 1.
2 episodes shy after these 3, isn't it?
Next week we will have completed Fire Force season 1, bro. Decent episodes, mate. A lot happened in these 3 episodes. I've not got too many notes. First one, Lieutenant's in a 1v1 against Arrow, isn't he? Because obviously they're still within that the Never, Minecraft Never, mate. Looking for the dragon, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it's just, mate, it's just so good, this is. That entire Lieutenant fight, mate, against Arrow was so sick. Like, it was so well done.
It was like a range battle, wasn't it? In this like small like tunnel. Hit was like, because Arrow's got some accuracy, mate, like firing them fire arrows. Hit was like, what I've got to do here to get the advantage to go get closer. And then he tries to like, get closer by running through one of the train carts to get closer to her. But Arrow's having none of that. She's like, no, I'm not having that, mate. Just blast the cart to pieces, doesn't it?
Yeah,
He
just flies out and stuff.
Blast him out of hide.
He's putting his body on the line, isn't he, in this? But one of the things I wondered is, why do some... They've probably mentioned this and I've just not paid attention and it slipped my mind, but why do some characters have like symbols in their eyes? Like Arrow has like arrows in her eyes. Yeah. Hibana as well, she's got symbols in her eyes as well too, hasn't she? Like, she's got
love arts.
Yeah, like, have they mentioned it before, or I've just not paid attention, or is it just character design, or is there a reason by it? Because it typically sort of matches their ability in a sense, doesn't it? I wonder if it's like a certain generation of like Fire Soldier or something that gets these like symbols in their eyes.
I think it's just like characters.
Yeah, I just wondered if there's like a thing for it.
Because Ben Amara's got one as well, and he's got like I think he's got like an X in his eye, hasn't he?
He's sick.
Yeah, he's one of the best characters.
I love Benny. He's a legend, mate, isn't he?
But Hino in this battle though, he's really good.
He's going all out, mate, isn't he? Shooting his rifle, mate. When he gets that rifle and shooting it like a cannon, and it's like self-destruct, mate. Like he's doing like 20 damage to himself every time he takes a shot into it, like.
But it's like he didn't know where Arrow is, so he's like, I'm going to use this, and it's like a shockwave like ability.
Yeah.
But like they say, it's like a long rifle, but it's like a cannon fire. It's like boom, boom.
It's literally concentrating all of his ability into the flame straight away. It's like obliterating this cannon, basically.
Yeah. But
yeah,
he basically says, I can't. He gets battered on it. He's like, I can't die here, kind of thing. And then he goes, if I die, who's going to train these rookies in Company 8? And he gets up, doesn't he? One last shot, blasts it. Arrow blasts at the same time with fire arrow. He uses her fire to increase his shot. Boom! It blows around.
I put RIP Arrow question mark. But
Arrow's gone, mate.
One of the bits that make me laugh, so he's like murked off on the floor, like about to be done, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then he shoots. And he misses, and the guy, it's the Mirage guy, and he's like, straight through his Mirage's head. He's like, you missed. And he's like, nope, no, I didn't, mate. He's like, blew the ceiling up above him, and our man Arthur's rolled up, hasn't he, mate? But Arthur proper makes me laugh, because he steps down like that. Do you have a quest for me?
Well, now Arthur's had training from Benny and Connor.
Mate, that training has worked, because he's like got his eyes closed. Honestly, mate, he's becoming one of my favourite characters, Arthur. You know, he's so sick. He's so funny as well.
He turns up, he's like, "Knight to the rescue," and there's like, and like now he's like a knight samurai. Oh, so sick, mate. He's on the sword like a samurai.
So good with his eyes closed, isn't he?
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm trying to feel it. And obviously, at one point, he goes for like, Hinawa, doesn't he? Hinawa. The lieutenant, anyway. Hinowa, that's it. And you think, oh, he's about murked him off here. He's about 4 inches above his head.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's because Mirage is behind the pillow that is like the pillar that he's leaning up against.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, I didn't miss, mate. And like, Mirage is murked off as well, mate. Legend, isn't he, Arthur?
I love the bit though, like, because obviously he's had this training from Conroe. and Benny, and like Mirage is sending all the shimmers at him, and it's just like it's ignoring him in it because the news are fakes. And then he remembers what Benny Morrow said. He's like, "You'll hear the breath of it's the breath of life. Yeah, you'll hear a breath of life if it's a real person because they're about to kill you."
Yeah.
And then so he waits, and like you say, then he just like caught across the pillar, literally murks Mirage off.
So sick,
But
mate.
the amount of people, the white-clad people, have been killed off in the last 2 episodes. You had Flail, that guy Flail. You had Assault, he got killed off. Mirage, and we've got a few more to talk about as well.
Arrow, question mark.
Yeah, Arrow's dead, yeah. Got blown away, mate. Blown to next week.
Proper funny, mate. So then we get to this point. Mackie has found Tamaki and Iris. Vulcan and Obi have bumped into Lisa and Giovanni. Vulcan's just flirting with Lisa. Top bloke, isn't he? And Giovanni's just an absolute freak.
Yeah, so we find out, like, Giovanni kind of brought Lisa up. She was abandoned. He brought her up.
Brainwashed
brainwashed her into how he wants her. And then we find out Lisa's real name's Fila. Bit of a perv name, but...
Bit of a weird name, that. Unless is it spelled like the brand of trainer, mate? Fila.
No, that's F-E-L-E-R. As in the pervert one.
Not the pervert one, mate.
So I like the scene because like the animation, she like comes up, doesn't she, on all those tentacles like an octopus.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, and she's there to protect Giovanni. And then we have this bit where Obi steps up and he's like telling him that Giovanni's corrupted her basically from a young age. And then Giovanni tells Obi that the evangelist has all the answers he's ever wanted. Some of these answers are about spontaneous combustion.
Yeah, it's worth noting this is episode 21 as well, isn't it? This is the next episode.
This is 20, isn't it? And then 21 goes on to the...
Where she summoned that full Kraken and that, isn't it?
Is it? I thought that was end of episode 20.
It might be. I've got it in the 21.
Yeah, we'll go to 21 now. That was literally the end of episode 20, and then we'll go to 21, but yeah. Do you want to kick us off with this one?
Basically, Obi's just filled in her tentacles. The way he's done it, he's got these bomb things, hasn't he? And essentially they're magnetic, aren't they? Like magnetic field, so it stops her tentacles from working.
And it's in the other episode, but Falcon was showing off these new gadgets he's made, and they're extinguisher grenades, aren't they?
Yeah.
And obviously, Obi's like chatting to Lisa, but Lisa's like battering these tentacles, and then, but it's like a trick into it. It's a trick from Obi because he's put all these grenades under her tentacles. Literally blows all the tentacles to pieces.
See, I put a note here, but I actually felt sad writing it, and like. I've put...
Started crying or something.
I put Vulcan's caught Lisa in a way Andrew's Peter couldn't for Gwen. At the same time, I made myself dead sad, mate. I was like, why have I done that?
Yeah, it's a bit after that, though, isn't it? Like, Vulcan catches Lisa. And then, like, Lisa's kind of coming back to reality, like, oh, yeah, Vulcan is my friend, you know, Vulcan cares for me, whatever. And Giovanni gets that like arm whip round her neck
thing, yeah.
And he cuts like a hair, doesn't he, as well? Do you see that?
Do you know what? I literally put that down. I've literally put... I love the little detail in that scene where he heats the wire up and it cuts through her hair. Like, that is, like, a perfect, like, little bit of attention to detail, that was.
Yeah, so basically it says to Vulcan, he goes, shoot Obi, or I'm going to literally chop her head off, basically. I'm going to, like, use the wire to cut her head off. So then Vulcan is kind of pressured by Obi as well. He's like, shoot me.
Yeah, he is reluctant. They make what happens believable, don't they?
Yeah. Anyway, Obi gets blasted by Falcon. Vulcan,
yeah.
Gets back at Vulcan.
Punch!
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, me.
Captain Falcon, mate.
Yeah, Vulcan shoots Obi. Obi drops. But it's another trick from Obi, isn't it?
Oh, mate, classic. Because Vulcan obviously knew as well, because Vulcan made Obi the armour.
Yeah. He's been improving their armour, hasn't he? He's been improving all their gadgets and everything.
He's sick, any Vulcan is. Mate, Company H's just the best in it, mate. They're all sick, aren't they? I love them all.
Well, now they've got like.
I mean, that scientist, the one who was the Joker, he's still a bit of a fucking weirdo, isn't he? But
you just get better the next episode.
Yeah, he has a breakdown, doesn't he? Proper breakdown, mate. He's dead funny.
But Vulcan, because he's so sick, Obi gets back up. He's got a bulletproof jacket on. Gets back up. Then Vulcan pulls out a penguin mech suit, doesn't he? He lets it into full-on penguin mech suit. I was like,
he got a penguin helmet thing on, hasn't he? That?
Yeah. It's like penguin mech suit. Comes over, yeah.
Do you know what bit I liked? This is probably my favourite scene from any anime ever, mate. Is when Obi gets that ladder, mate. Fully swanton bombs off the ladder on Giovanni, mate. Embraced his inner Jeff Hardy, hasn't he? He's done him in proper.
Yeah, I read that here. It's like Obi literally gets like a piece of chunk of the rail track, doesn't he? Runs it up like a ladder and then does the swanton bomb
straight on him. But we had some like weird art style in this as well, didn't we? You know, like really freaky art style, which was stylized. It weren't like bad or anything. It's shown like from obviously Giovanni when he's in like certain obviously angles and stuff, and then Shinra seeing the demon in his head, and like they changed it up a little bit so you could just see that it's a little bit more, I suppose, like darker in a sense. Those darker scenes, they changed the animation style to almost make it look a little bit, not necessarily horror, but you know what I mean, like that sort of style, which is pretty cool.
And then we have it's Lick, isn't it? Lick, his name is. Or Lick, is it Lick or Leak, or it's Leak, isn't it?
Leak, I think, yeah.
The scientist, yeah. He witnesses amazing fight because Shinra's found show, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, shows a little psycho, mate, calling his mum a filthy womb.
Yeah, shows like he's like madly brainwashed, and he's like, I was born from the Evangelist, not from the womb of a woman. Or
not from the filthy womb of a woman, yeah.
Yeah. And Shinra's like, how dare you talk about my
mum like that, mate. But Shinra's training's paid off as well, hasn't it, to an extent, because he's like, shows obviously still at this point like really outmatching him, but he's so quick, mate. Shinra is, isn't he? Like the way he's learned to activate obviously his flames in a certain way and like sort of concentrate it. All he needs to do at this point is what I put is just tap into that Adola burst, and then obviously he'll be smashing it, mate. And
but
this
I love the first fight bit though, because literally like it's really fascinating, like the animation, like they're all over the place.
It's like classic Dragon Ball Z style, mate, where they're all teleporting around and stuff. It's so sick.
That Leak guy's literally like, he can't see it, he can't keep focus on it with his eyes, can he? Because it's literally so fast.
There's no idea what's happening, does he?
But I do admit the show is quality character, mate.
Oh yeah. Right, before we get to episode 22, I'm just going to play another sound.
I gotta get the resume from Les. Put that cookie down now.
It's easy, isn't it? It's easy, mate.
Put that cookie down. I think that's like one of my favourite. This particular actor is by far not the greatest actor of all time, but he's got some of the best one-liners in his movies, hasn't he?
And the movies he's been in as well, quality, mate.
They're all
quality,
decent, aren't they? Them older films are top-notch, mate. Top-notch. But yeah, when we get onto this episode 22, you finally meet the actual evangelist. Like they're in like basically like shows it. It's like another dimension where the Adola bursts are from. Essentially, that's where they came from. It's like this different world, and the evangelist is like above show. It's a sick little scene, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. No. You talk.
I'm just basically saying that show's like fully brainwashed into like.
Yeah.
I says he gives off the same vibe as like a homeschooled kid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So Leak's literally like he's seeing Shinra's getting battered, basically getting battered. Show's got this ability where he taps into the Adola link, and he freezes time, doesn't he? Starts smashing.
Yeah.
And then he kind of shows Shinra this other dimension, like you mentioned. Which is called Adola or Hell, and that's where the evangelist is, isn't he? And then we find out that show has the power or the grace from the evangelist. That's why it's so powerful, and he can use this other dimension, as he calls it, the frozen dimension, to freeze time, or smash people, kill him off, whatever he needs to do. And he also explains that Adola Burst is from this other realm, this charred hell or whatever. But the Adola Burst was too powerful to stay there, so it had to be unleashed into other dimensions. That's why Shimmer's got it. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But,
Legend, isn't he? But
after that, yeah.
As I say, so essentially you got Shimmer and Show obviously going at it, and Shimmer's trying his hardest just to basically, like, learn on the job, isn't he, really? Like, on the spot, he's trying his hardest to obviously hit that Adola link, and he's obviously done it before a couple of times, and he's sort of, it's working. He's, like, sort of figuring it out, and he's trying his hardest to just go as fast as he can. That's his plan. He just goes as fast as possible. Yeah. And it's working because even Show spun out, like, because Show, like, freezes time, is like, where's he gone? Like, it's literally not even here. And then obviously, you learn as well, Show's got, like, a time limit. He can only hold this, like, frozen time for a certain amount of time before he has to release it again. So, obviously, you get to learn he's got a weakness now. And when he releases it, Shimmer just blows his pillar up like that, bang. Like, oh, I missed you.
Yeah.
But then time they go in, Shimmer's like, right, we're playing tag. Like, he's talking to his little brother almost. Like, obviously, I know it is his little brother, but that's what he's doing. It's like, oh, we'll play tag, and then I've got to try and catch you, sort of thing. And Show's having none of it, obviously, because he's an absolute lunatic. But it's just getting so interesting in it now between them, because obviously Shimmer has a chance now. Like, he's actually putting up a fight. He's getting hits on him, and it just looks like he's obliterating his body. I like saying the mad scientist is like trying his hardest to, like, figure out what's happening. And there's one part.
I love that bit.
There's one part though where it's like a proper Captain America line. Shimmer's like, I can do this all day. Like Captain America, bro.
But we find out, like, Show's stunned. Is like, why? How's he able to move in my frozen realm? How's he doing this? And then Shimmer tells him, because he keeps sharing his Adola links with Show, doesn't he? Showing him stuff from his past. When Show's a baby, when Shimmer's with him as a kid or whatever. And obviously Shimmer's like, yeah, I've took some of that grace that you've got from the Evangelist, and I'm using it now. That's why I've got this extra power to take you down or whatever.
Yeah.
I love the bit with Leak though. He's like trying to work everything out into. It's like, how's Show been able to do this? How's Shimmer doing this or whatever?
It still makes sense. It still makes sense. He's proper like, freaking out.
But I love the bit where he's like, this is what made him a good character for me. He goes, if Shimmer keeps carrying on like this, it's going to cause a black hole. I should probably warn him. But it's like, no, I'm too interested to see what happens. Like, so the whole world could literally like explode. He's just bothered about seeing what happens.
For science, isn't it? He's just buzzing. But you get this point where it's like, he basically sort of broke down into, like, in his head what's happening. So, like, Shimmer essentially just disintegrates his body, but he's going that fast. It goes back in time and, like, puts him back together, essentially, doesn't it? But he's saying, like, no, like, you could actually die along, obviously, doing this. And
it's overheated, isn't it?
It's going to overheat. So you learn, obviously, that's why Show couldn't see him, because Show's stopping time when he doesn't essentially exist, almost. He's just particles. And then, obviously, when he starts back time up again, he's obviously fusing back in. But, yeah, it essentially just ends, doesn't it? And they're still mid-scrap, really.
Yeah, ready for the next episode. How do you think it's going to play out?
I don't even know. I really don't know, mate. Because there's another season, and there's another season coming out. Like,
what I hope does happen is Show becomes good.
I don't know.
Or it'll get milked off, whichever, I don't know.
I don't. If that happens, I don't think it'll be in these next two episodes. We got a little bit, actually, from Company 1, didn't we? There's like a little scene from Company 1 where the captain of Company 1, who looks cool as fuck still, mate, with that eye patch and white hair, mate. He's sick, but he's like, oh, I've messed up, like, leaving Shimmer, basically. He's like, I thought he would be all right, and I didn't want him to get involved. And obviously, in the past, at some point, Shimmer like recognised him, didn't he? Obviously, in the earlier episode. He was trying to make sure Shimmer didn't get involved in any of this, and he's obviously ended up getting involved anyway.
Yeah, because like originally we thought he was a bad guy, didn't we? Like, it's dodgy. dodgy as, but turns out he was just trying to keep Shinra out of it. He was a good guy all along.
Trying to help.
So yeah, because the earthquakes happening, aren't they?
There's multiple, more
yeah.
frequent, aren't they, than they've ever been before?
Yeah. But I'm interested to see what more about this Adola or Hell.
I'm wondering if
more that world and stuff.
The earthquakes are linked to the Adola link. You know, when they use that power, does it create an earthquake? Or when Sho goes to that other dimension, Hell, does it create like an earthquake? Is there like a link, do you think, to them?
Yeah, I think when they're both using the Adola link or Adola burst, I think that's causing the earthquake.
It, yeah.
Because that's underground. Oh, that's under Tokyo, isn't it? That's all kicking off, isn't it? Where the fight's happening. So, yeah, really good few episodes there.
So good.
Really enjoying it. Really enjoying it, mate.
Yeah, if you haven't watched this, just get on it. Like this, I think this would be quite a good first anime to watch as well.
I agree. Yeah, I think it's.
I think in the next like 3 or 4 months, I think we need to update our list. To be honest with you, you know, our anime listing that we did.
Yeah, we should do it.
For those interested in that as well, it is pinned on our TikTok. Just like our first animes, our favorite characters, favorite side, just loads of different slides of obviously just to get to know us basically. Go check them out. But we've picked up a new show, haven't we? Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Neither of us had looked at anything to do with this show, and we didn't really know what to expect. And obviously, the problem is with this show is the last Mandalorian season is okay. It's not great. Obviously, the rest of Mandalorian's so sick. Book of Boba Fett, okay. Obi-Wan show's great. Ahsoka was great. It's okay. The Star Wars world is good. And I'm a massive Star Wars fan. But as you know, Acolyte was awful. Dog crap, awful. So going into this show, I really didn't know what to expect. If I'm honest, I was a bit nervous starting to watch this because there's nothing that annoys me more than I'm a massive Marvel fan, massive superhero DC fan, massive Star Wars fan. And when you see these projects that come out that are shit, it breaks your heart a little bit because, like, obviously you really want to love this world and you really want to enjoy these stories and get involved with these characters. That's why I hate Sony so much because their movies are terrible. But
look at Sony. Have you seen the reviews for the new
Craven? 13% on Rotten, yeah.
Well, IGN give it 3 out of 10, which I'm not really bothered about.
Oh, it's probably an 8 then.
Yeah, but it's not looking good from the other reviews I've seen.
My only thing with that is that I love him, mate. He's a great actor, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's so good, mate.
The character Craven is a good character. I really love him.
I'm not going to. The thing is, right? Rotten Tomatoes. I don't listen to any critic reviews ever because most of them are just crap. Because it's like they're like a 74-year-old man who likes musicals that goes and watches it. Obviously, he's not going to like it. Do you know what I mean? I prefer the audience score. So like IMDb is a good one as well because that's a lot of audience score.
Yeah.
On Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score. If the audience score is good, you're likely going to have a little bit more faith in the project because. Obviously, people that the movie's obviously made for a certain fan base, isn't it? It's made for Marvel fans. If there's Marvel people that are going, critics that aren't Marvel fans, they're obviously not going to enjoy it. So when the audience score comes out, that's when you're sort of thinking, if the audience score's terrible, there's probably a shit film. But
this Skeleton Crew, mate, the first 5 minutes of the show is better than the whole series of Acolyte.
So I watched the first episode on my own, right? Yeah. And I said this to you, didn't I? I said I really wish I watched it with my son. He's 8, Blake is. Because it's a very kid-friendly show, but it really surprised me because the world that they're in, like the set is fantastic, isn't it? Like it's the graphics, the CGI, everything's very, very good. And yeah, it really, honestly, really took me by surprise. So when I went to episode 2, I put it on in the living room, and literally, I'm not even joking, Blake put down his Nintendo Switch, mate, and sat with me and watched the entire episode 2 with me. So like that, just if it can keep the attention of an 8-year-old, it's not bad. Do you know what I mean? Like it's pretty good.
Well, yeah, like what I love about the show as well, it's quite a lot about pirates as well. That's like
it's cool, isn't it?
That's Star Wars pirates, yeah. So this season's set 5 years after Return of the Jedi, isn't it? I've looked it up on Google.
It's pretty.
Check the timeline of that one.
Pretty close.
But yeah, piracy is on the rise. Routes in hyperspace are like getting targeted, and then we have the starting bit where pirates take over a ship protected by the New Republic. Pirates led by a man named Captain Silver. They chuck the captain of the ship out the airlock straight away. Get rid of him. Don't need him. And they break into a vault, don't they? And they find 1 credit. But I like I think it's like his sidekick or whatever, or his second in command, that Brutus guy.
Oh yeah,
how good he is, mate. He comes in straight away. Dual pistols like. That's like he's sick. He is.
Legend,
just like
bro.
a wolf as well, doesn't he? Yeah. So basically, Captain Silver's led this pirate raid thing. Didn't really turn out as he wanted it, and all the men have literally started a mutiny and overpowered him. And I think Brutus has took over now of that little pirate gang. But yeah, that Brutus character is good, mate. It's decent. We'll see more of him. We'll see more of him later on.
Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, the sets look authentic. I love one of the things I love about the Star Wars media in general is when they introduce like the different species and they're doing well. Like even in the show, so like it's essentially like set in like suburban like America, innit? It's like a proper little neighborhood, like a futuristic one. It's got floating cars, floating buses, all that sort of stuff.
I love this set though. The location.
It's so good, mate. Like you got these little kids. So like one of the main guys, a little kid called Wim. You got his mate Neil. His mate Neil's like a little elephant, like species thing. And
best character, mate.
He's sick, mate. He's got very like his costume's fantastic, innit? It's very, very good. They're being taught by droids, but being taught by droids, mate, would make me go to sleep. They were so boring, bro. They were, weren't they?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah.
Shut up.
One of the other things I loved as well, you know the little bikes? Little hover bikes are sick, man. Like little speed racers, bro.
I will admit though, like the kid characters, Fern, the girl, so annoying me. I don't like her at all. But Neil, best character, mate. Like the little elephant dude.
I actually don't mind Fern. I don't.
Yeah, well,
the reason I don't mind it reminds me of like she reminds me of like, because I know for a fact that them sort of characters they always change. Like she's a really cocky little girl, like proper rebellious type, like, but she's like a leader type. Like you know for a fact if she weren't there, they'd all be buggered, mate, half the time. But like you know for a fact that them sort of characters always have like a very similar story arc where you dislike them for a bit because they're annoying, but by the end of it, they sort of start doing things where you think, oh yeah, fair play, and then you just by the end you think, nah, they're actually okay, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean later on as we're watching this, I'll probably be like, yeah, she's all right, to be fair. But at the moment,
she's a shit mate, isn't she? As well, she's a bit horrible to her mate, isn't she?
Yeah. So we have this bit where women and Neil are going to school. They've got that test, haven't they? This test to determine what career they're going to take when they pass it or whatever. Obviously, Wim is constantly looking at his little device, like stuff to do with Jedi. So he wants to be a Jedi. He kind of says it in class, but in other words, like different words. Yeah. Then when the day of the test, he misses the bus, doesn't he? He misses the bus on the big day. He misses the bus.
He missed it, mate.
Gets a little speeder bike, doesn't he?
Do you know what? Right, I absolutely loved that scene. You know, of him taking that shortcut because they very, very much used inspiration from when they were on Endor in Return of the Jedi, and the scout troopers are after them, and they're like blitzing through that woodland. That's like you know where all the like Ewoks and stuff are. That's like one of my favourite Star Wars scenes ever. That is, you know. I used to love watching that bit as a kid, mate, when I was younger. And it proper just reminded me of that. And I was like, do you know what? This is actually... This is sick, this is. Although I did put what's WIM short for, Wimp.
Yeah, like I say, the locations in this show. I mean, straight away with the suburban scene with the floating cars and how it all looked, I was like, yeah, this is decent, mate. Like,
It's good, mate.
when you're coming off the back of like Acolyte, you're like, oh, that's so crap that was.
But to be
So
fair though,
disappointing.
like the sets for Acolyte was actually quite good as well.
Did you like him? I want a fan of him. To be honest.
But I mean, it did seem like Star Wars.
Mm.
It's just that there was no story, mate. The characters were shit. The acting weren't very good. Best character on that was the bloke from Squid Games, mate.
Yeah.
He was,
I agree with that.
I'm fuming. The only thing that pissed me off about that is that his character has been ruined by that show. If they introduced him in a different world or something, like in a different show, I'm hoping they bring him back into something like, because he did such a good job. He did, didn't he?
Yeah. And for saying he like learnt English in like 4 months.
Oh yeah, just for that, yeah, legend, mate.
Legend. Shame about his pink hair at the end of, or his red hair at the end of the game. You know.
Definitely pink hair, bro.
We'll forgive him for that.
I'll dye my hair pink if we get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube, mate.
That's it. You've made it. Get subscribing. Yeah, you just got a hat on. You're revealing that.
Got pink hair, mate.
I have the Squid Game music.
Pink beard as well, mate. But yeah, so obviously the thing is with Wim, right? He's missed the bus. He's legit crashed his bike in a ditch. Now this is the thing that got me. You know, when I was his age, mate, that ditch he was in, seconds, bro, it took me to get out of that ditch. Literal seconds. I'd have blitzed up that side instant, mate. Honest to God, mate, I'd have been out of there in seconds. 13, 14 seconds it'd take me to get out of that ditch. Easy.
I mean, it wasn't very high, was it? It's probably about as high as my shoulder.
It weren't even that steep, man. It weren't even that steep, man.
It's like my shoulder height, like as I'm sitting down there.
But one thing that did make me laugh, and I felt sorry for him, because he missed the bus unintentionally. He's crashed his bike, trying his hardest to get to school, and his dad still had a go at him. It's like, mate, I'm not being funny, right? But the bus has literally drove off in front of me. I've tried my hardest to get to school. I've crashed, hurt myself in a ditch, and then he's got a 50-point penalty on his test. I was like, where are they? North Korea, bro. What is this all about? Communism or what, mate?
Yeah, so he finds like a little bit of what he thinks is a Jedi temple, doesn't he? In the little ditch in the woods. So he goes to go back, doesn't he? But that Fern and KB, KB's
female Cyclops, mate, from X.
Yeah, I think she's a pretty good character as well, to be honest.
Yeah, she's 6 years.
She's like all into hacking and stuff like computer stuff, and
she's best character, mate. She is.
Nah, mate, Neil's a legend, mate. It's a legend.
Neil's a gimp, though, isn't he? No, I don't want to do this. No, he's
I
sick,
like the bit where he looks at the Wim's like looking for him, and he looks at the top windows in the bath, and he's like, "What you up to?" Why are you looking at me, pervert?
Yeah, he should have been getting called a pervert, not you, bro.
Yeah.
That's him, innit? That's Wim, mate.
But it was actually him. I was framed, mate.
You weren't even in that day. It's Wim, bro.
But yeah, they go back to this. Obviously, he gets Neil after he looks at him in the bath. He gets him to come with him to go and see that Jedi temple, see what's all cracking off because he wants to be a Jedi himself. Fern and KB are there. Fern gets him to start digging, and KB finds a control panel, hacks into it, and they go into this, what they think is a Jedi temple. But what is it, Ian? What is it?
Spaceship, innit, mate? UFO, mate. Dandadan all over again. Do you know what, right? I think after I got towards this part of the episode especially, I think I know why I really, really liked this. Or I think I might really like this. It proper gave me like a very similar like feel of Goonies. The classic movie Goonies. Yeah. It's that sort of style show, because obviously Goonies is almost like they go to find this like hidden treasure, like long lost treasure, and like the band of kids and stuff, and it proper gave me like a little bit of like a Star Wars Goonies rip-off type vibe, and I was like, I'm all for it, mate, if I'm honest, because Goonies is sick, bro. Like Goonies is a quality movie. Yeah.
Legendary film, that is.
Legendary cast as well, mate.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mate. You can't beat it.
Yeah, that first episode was already better than the 3 episodes of Akashark we watched, mate. 100%, bro. 100%.
I mean, Akla was so bad. We stopped talking about podcasts.
Literally,
It was so bad.
Episode 3 was so abysmal. You just couldn't save the series, in my opinion, of that show. I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's wasting our time.
But yeah, anyway, Wim. No, they get locked in, don't they? They get locked in this spaceship.
Yeah.
And then Wim finds the. Is it Wim or is it Fern? They find they go to find the power source, don't they? To stop, like, booted up. So they can open the doors. Turns out it's a spaceship. Starts flying off.
Yeah, it's Wim, innit? Wim pushes it by accident, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
To like pull it or something. I think it was him. It's one of the lads anyway that do that. Definitely Wim, mate.
Wim's to blame for it.
It's definitely Wim's fault.
Anyway, this spaceship starts taking off, or starship starts taking off. Wim's dad comes out of the forest like, "Where's Wim?" There starts to be a dad finally.
And then he's like, Wim's hanging out that door like, "Dad,
I'm here, Dad. You found me." Gone, mate. Gone into the galaxy, mate. Sped off, mate.
And then the episode 1 ends with the droids like eye lighting up, doesn't it? Sick ending. Straight to episode 2, mate.
Then we find out the droid is voiced by the legend Nick Frost.
Nick Frost, mate. Top bloke he is.
And they're like, because they've gone into hyperspace, they're blasted, mate. They've gone somewhere into the middle of space. They ask SM-33, which is the droid. It's like, take us home to Atatin. That's the place where they're from, the home. SM-33 is like, I have no recollection of that place. So basically, they're lost, mate, aren't they? So SM-33 suggests to go to a port to get their ship repaired and maybe talk to some people there, find out what's cracking off and try and find a way home. They end up at Port Borgo. And we find out this spaceport is a pirate port. Proper Pirates of the Caribbean style.
Oh, it's mad, isn't it, as well? It's absolutely mental there.
It's literally rough, it's dodgy, people are fighting. Straight away when they get off the ship, Monkey's demanding money. Like, yo, money, now. But yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Literally fights everywhere. You have to keep it back to the wall, wouldn't you? When you go
it is literally.
Hands in your pockets, mate.
So, obviously, like you say, that droid's never heard of the planet. People on there, you sort of get an idea, don't you? But the port part, like you say, mate, again, great set, great visuals, great costumes. You learn, obviously, that their home planet at Atin is almost like a myth, isn't it? It's like, oh no, that's the long lost, whatever it was, the long lost planet of, I don't know, treasure planet or something, yeah. And basically saying it's like a myth, and obviously it makes you wonder, like, why are they so protective of that planet? I put, is it like a money laundering scheme or something?
It's beautiful, isn't it? Like we saw, the suburban area, it's a beautiful planet. That's why people want it.
What you do learn as well is Wim's got these little tokens, hasn't he? Which is like their currency. Like, he's just got a couple of quid. He's got like £5-6, mate.
It's
gives one to the monkey.
This one for
Monkey's buzzing, isn't he? Like, he's like loaded for life, mate. You find out these little tokens are like, what are they like? Old Rebellion, like
Republic.
That's it. So yeah, Old Republic, like medallions or whatever. And they're in mint condition because obviously no one's seen them. They're like ancient to like everyone outside of Atin, because obviously Atin's so protected, like with the outer layer and everything. Yeah. People don't know it exists. So like Wim's loaded, mate. He's got loads of money. This lad has. I
like the bit where they go together like noodles with like bug guts and whatever.
Yeah, insect guts or whatever. Isn't it?
Yeah, and the guy's like, he gives him one of them coins and he's like, yeah, no, that's not enough. No, to get more from
it's actually, how many have you got? It's actually 5 of them, actually. I think.
And then he gets outed by one of his other customers, isn't he? Yeah, he's trying to rip me off, mate. And then
trying to have your pants down, pal.
And then we have the whole of this like bar trying to get his coins off Wim. And then the droid comes in, doesn't he? And starts battering everyone.
Building the
So
scum
sick,
after
man.
winning now.
Does like a 100-hand slap like Yonda from Street Fighter, doesn't he? Or one of
Oh,
them.
yeah, legend, mate.
Makes him uppercuts one of them. Mortal Kombat uppercuts one of them into the sky. Burns one's face, I think, didn't he?
Yeah.
Basically saves him.
But obviously, as they're looking around, Wim found that stuffed into earlier. He finds like a pirate hat. He finds like a little proper. It looks like an authentic like pirate ship captain's cabin, doesn't it, on the actual ship? And obviously, they found out that that is a pirate ship, which is obviously why it wasn't questioned getting into port. And they've all ended up in the brig, been arrested, haven't they, for causing some trub. Even though that done no wrong, the literal kiddos, but
Yeah, Fern asked SM33, he's like, why have you brought us here? It's like, because we're pirates. So obviously they're capturing the ship,
pirates,
and pirate. And then we're meeting another new character, don't we, in the brig?
ah, mate,
That being Jude Law, legend, mate. He's a Jedi as well.
And he seems to have. So I've put he's got some sort of Jedi powers. I don't know if he's actually a Jedi or not. But I suppose we'll find out. I mean, he probably will be. But
And we all know that's Captain Silver, don't we?
legend, isn't he? Legend.
We know that's Captain Silver, but the thing is, I'm thinking, is he when he like joins up with these kids? Is he gonna be a good guy, or is he gonna because he wants to like get him back in with his team or his crew? He's gonna do him over later on. That's what I'm thinking.
I'd see.
Is he gonna be a good guy, or is he gonna be a guy who screws him over later on just to get back with his men back? Because he got.
I'm also thinking mutiny. That's what it was, wasn't it? But I'm thinking like, if they tell him about this At-Atin place and he knows about the legend of At-Atin, he might try and help them get back, and then we might see like a little At-Atin invasion or something, maybe.
Like he finds out where he gets them back, but obviously then he gets all his men to come with him.
Yeah.
And take over. I think that's what's going to happen. But
one of the things I didn't get right is, so you've got this like, everything's dead futuristic in Star Wars. You've got the spaceship, mate. It's pressed a button, boom, hyperspeed, took me to the port. Is there not like a previous location like on Google Maps, bro, where you can recently searched? Oh, that's where I was, mate. I just press that and get back.
Yeah.
Bit of a design flaw there, mate. If I was in the Star Wars, I'd be making money, mate. I'd be making bank in the Star Wars universe.
You seen this Google Maps? Yeah, it's pretty good. That I'll use that. Google
Recent
Space.
searches, yeah. Oh, here it is. At-Atin, mate. Sound, I'll go back. Okay, done.
And also, that monkey's trying to get more money, isn't he?
That monkey's a right rob dog, mate. He is. He's sorting out.
He's loaded, mate. He's loaded.
He's sorting out the cheeky git. Right, I'm going to press the last soundboard. Turbo time, boy.
So, the film of the soundboard.
Mate, I think they can wait. I think, right, we need to just take a moment here and just explore the cast of Goonies, bro. Because let's be honest, right? When that film come out, 85 or something, maybe? Let's have a look. Goonies, 1985. We've got Sean Astin, the legendary Samwise, mate, from Lord of the Rings.
And Samwise is the best Hobbit, mate.
He's a noble soul, mate. Absolute living legend. Mate, we've got Josh Brolin. He's in not only one, two Marvel projects. The Mighty Thanos, mate. Cable from Deadpool 2. Absolute legendary actor. Who else we got, mate? Ki Hoi Kwan, mate, or whatever I pronounce his name. He is in the Loki TV show. Indiana Jones. Legend, bro. Do you know what I mean? Some big names, isn't they?
I love him in what's it? Temple of Doom, innit?
Temple of Doom, bro. Yeah.
Dr. Jones, classic.
Then we've got Corey Feldman, mate. Yeah, he's a legendary child actor. Stand By Me, one of my favourite movies of all time, mate. The Lost Boys, Gremlins. What else is he in? Obviously Goonies. It's some absolutely monster actors in this, isn't they? Legends.
Have that Joe Pantoliano, that guy as well. He's in loads of stuff, isn't he? He's like the boss in Bad Boys.
Yeah. You've also got what's her face and all that. She's in a few TV shows, like Martha Plimpton or whatever her name is. She's in like just a few random American TV shows. Like there's one called like Raising Hope and stuff I've seen, which she's in.
Oh yeah, I know.
She's not as big, but she's still like a recognisable face. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, she was really annoying in Goonies, to be honest.
Yeah, she is annoying in Goonies, but she's still in it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Still in it. That Joe, mate, he's in Bad Boys. Sopranos.
Yeah, it's dad, isn't he? Yeah.
Matrix.
Who's he playing Matrix? Is one of the main characters, isn't it? It's what's his face?
Cypher.
That's it. Yeah, the bad guy in the first one.
Yeah.
Well, one of the bad guys.
Some of these 80s movies, mate, like they made some big stars, didn't they? Absolutely big stars.
And it's quality, the quality films as well. I know, like most of the films these days are getting remade, aren't they, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You can't remake this film because it's just a classic. Just leave it as it is.
You don't need to, do you? Though that's why. Some of these movies just stand the test of time. Like there's one of the movies I think I spoke about in here before briefly, but it's called The Outsiders, mate. And I remember in secondary school we read the book for it in English, and for some reason it was like the only time that anything like properly intrigued me like that. And the English teacher, she told me there was a movie, so I watched it, and it came out like 83, bro. I'm talking like it had like a Ralph Macchio in it. Obviously Karate Kid and Cobra Kai. Mate, it had Patrick Swayze in it. It had Tom Cruise in it. Like, but they was all really young. Obviously, like very early 80s, and obviously they all went on to big things. Some of these cult classic 80s movies, mate, they made some great actors, didn't they?
Yeah, start the career off, didn't it? Like,
massively. Oh, the 80s was a good time, mate, for movies.
I need to watch Goonies again, to be honest.
I haven't seen it in a long time. That and Lost Boys, bro.
You're forgetting one guy, though, aren't you, from Goonies?
Go on.
Sloughing it.
What's his name? It's John, innit? John Matasak or whatever his name is. He's a legend. Mate, have you seen Chunk now, though? Big Jeff Cohen.
Yeah, he's lost all the weight, isn't he? He's lost loads of weight.
Different man. It's literally not the same person, bro.
He's done a voice in Scooby-Doo as well, mate.
To be fair, mate, Scooby-Doo. There's some next level Scooby-Doo movies, isn't there?
Yeah. I used to watch it back in the day, mate.
Scooby-Doo was so sick, bro. Hex Girls, yeah. Don't even get me started.
I'm just looking at his characters, who else is in there. That Sloth dude, mate. What else has he been in?
I don't really know, mate.
Nothing, mate.
No, not really.
He's a legend in the thing, isn't he?
It's Sloth, isn't he, mate? That's all you need to know.
Oh, by the way, tomorrow, that new Lord of the Rings anime comes out in cinemas.
Yeah, so people that are watching and listening, that's today. It's out now.
Yeah.
It's got bad reviews, though.
Does it?
Apparently.
Sure.
Apparently.
War of Rohirrim.
It's got like a 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb.
I think I still watch it then.
Oh, I will, 100%, mate. It's Lord of the Rings, isn't it, bro?
I'll tell you what, it'd be better then. It'd be better than that. I think it brings a power, I'll tell you how much. Controversial. Bring it on. But yeah. Goonies, mate. I need to watch that again now. That's your fault. Put it back on my list.
Tis the season, bro. Tis the season, mate.
Tis the season.
We've got about 10 days off work soon, bro. It's the time.
Yeah. So, obviously, Christmas is coming up with 2 weeks away. So, on YouTube and TikTok, we'll be putting loads of like Christmassy
shorts,
themed shorts and stuff like that. So, check them out.
Yeah, it's just about films and stuff. Yeah, mainly films, innit? Like nostalgic classic films from Christmas. But yeah, check them out.
They'll be on. I think it starts tomorrow, doesn't it? Today when the podcast comes out.
When the podcast is live, you'll get one. You get a fresh short.
Yeah.
But
that morning.
Speaking of the movie, Jingle All the Way, absolute classic Christmas film, mate.
And I'm going to be watching that again.
The man, the myth, the legend, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't get me done. That is not racist. That is literally his name. Like, we're gonna get flagged now, aren't we, for like hate crime or something, bro?
Yeah, Google it. It literally is his name.
Yeah, we spoke about him loads on here, mate.
Yeah.
Predator, Terminator, Commando, Jingle All the Way, Kindergarten Cop, mate. I'm a cop, you idiot.
Total Recall.
Total Recall, mate. True Lies.
True Lies. Oh, what a film.
Mate, there's so many, mate. So many.
Eraser. Have you seen that?
Eraser. Unbelievable bloke. Mate, he's Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin as well, isn't he? How could we forget, man? How could we forget?
Oh, we can't forget. Let's have a look at his list.
Is it Last Action Hero, bro?
Last Action Hero, yeah.
Conan the Barbarian. Classic, bro.
Conan the Destroyer as well, isn't it? I started watching that TV show with him in it. You know, the new one called Fubar, was it?
Oh, yeah.
It was all right.
What's the other one? Running Man. Is that one of? That's an Arnie film, isn't it?
Yeah, that's an Arnie film. Yeah. You seen The Last Stand? Expendables. The Sixth Day. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's like a bit time machiney one. It's pretty good.
But Jingle All the Way, Turbo Man. It's one of my favourite Christmas movies of all time, and yeah, it's just
Twins, mate.
What's the other one called? Junior.
Oh yeah, Junior. That's it. Yeah.
It's pregnant, isn't it? That's actually a quality film, that is, isn't
it? Yeah, great actor, mate. Some of the great films he's been in. Like I say, he's not the best actor, is he? But
no, it's iconic, isn't he?
It's just
for the roles he does.
Beast.
Yeah, just the roles that he did and stuff like that. They were just iconic movies for the time. Like, yeah, Jingle All the Way. Honestly, every year I've got to watch it at least once. But it was like it was one of them things, isn't it, where it's like he becomes like the superhero, if that makes sense in a way in the film, and it's just a proper classic like family movie. Like, it's just I've got so many fond memories of it.
And the son in it is the guy who plays Anakin Skywalker in Phantom Menace.
Yeah, the big younger kiddo Anakin. Yeah.
But yeah, such a great film. If you haven't watched it, it's basically about a guy who leaves. He wants to get Turbo Man. Turbo Man's the big doll at the time. He leaves it to the last minute because he's a busy crap dad, and then he tries to rush around at the last minute trying to get his Turbo doll, and obviously other families are trying to get it as well.
Trying to enter these competitions and stuff. He gets like a knockoff one at one point, and it's Spanish and that, and then it like falls to bits, doesn't it?
And it's John Belushi, isn't he? He was the Santa. He was now.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's like a point, isn't there, where he's scrapping loads of like Santas into in like a warehouse and stuff.
And also, Big Show's in, isn't he? He's the big Santa who comes along.
Oh yeah, the big massive one.
Yeah, big Santa, Big Show. Yeah, such a great film. Oh, I can't wait to watch it again, to be honest.
Yeah, fantastic. Love it. Absolutely love it, mate.
Right, so like we say every week, like this video, click that bell button at the bottom, subscribe, because we've got so much more content coming out. Over the holidays, we're going to try a bit more gaming as well, get that uploaded. So that'll be a bit of fun as well. But we're going to keep it in the shorts, aren't we? Going to hit the shorts on TikTok and YouTube. We're going to put a few on Instagram as well, because we're trying to get big on there as well. But we appreciate all.
We say every week we're going to put some on Instagram, and we just forget. Like,
yeah, our main focus is TikTok, TikTok and YouTube is the main focus at the moment. But yeah, we do appreciate everyone who's subscribed so far, listening and watching.
Yeah, we've been getting a few subscribers. We get a sort of like an influx, I think, over the weekend sort of time, don't we? And obviously, every single person that does subscribe, absolutely appreciate it. Shout out to to two of my best mates, Grant and Axel, because they seem to be supporting us quite a lot, and we really do appreciate it. They're sort of like listening and watching to the podcast. They're in the Discord as well, so hopefully we'll get one of those or both of those on at some point as a guest if they obviously agree to it. So yeah, we're here. We're just going to keep doing it over sort of like Christmas. We're off. We're going to try and sort of put some time aside. It's harder for myself because I've obviously got kids and stuff, but put some time aside. Me and Martin we're going to get some gaming content sorted, which we'll be discussing in a second once we've done the podcast, because I've got a bit of an idea in terms of gaming content. And if you guys want to see gaming content, let us know what games you want to see. There's a new game that's just come out. Marvel game just come out. If you want to see that. If you want to see some Fortnite content, whether it's doing like challenges and stuff like that, or Minecraft, we could do Minecraft challenges like one block, because that's quite fun. Yeah, just let us know. We'll be upping on stuff hopefully quite regular when we get the time together. So yeah, as always, we appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. And
have a good weekend.
Yeah, and we love you.
Okay, guys.
And we'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.